Hello there, folks. How are you doing today? Hopefully well. I'm going to start off this little video as a story time. So, here's what happened. This happened yesterday, and you guys are going to be completely blown away about what happened. All right. So, before I even get started, I just want to point out that I've been having a pretty decent day. So long as I don't go outside, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. So today's been a pretty okay day, for the exception that I had to go to a doctor's office, and well, yeah, that was interesting. So anyways, skipping that, the reason why I wanted to do the story time is because I recently had an appointment with my psychiatrist, and this was not my first appointment. I've had telehealth med appointments with the psychiatrist at least over 2 times, and the first time, it was to initiate, like a first evaluation and all that, and just an intake. So a lot of stuff never really got done, and the second time she had told me about me going over to get information from all my other doctors, that she needed to get a hold of them so she could get together and work together with my medication to prescribe me something for Tourette's. But she told me she needed me to speak to my neurologist and my medical marijuana doctor, my primary care physician, all these jumping through hoops just to get her some info that she was requesting. My doctor's offices all told me the same thing. Have their office to call our office. That way we can give them exactly what it is that they need, and cut you out of it, because, you shouldn't be having to do all this run around, is at least what my doctor's office told me. So I called back the psychiatrist's office, told them that, and, nothing really came of it. I hadn't heard from them in quite some time. Since then, I had been diagnosed with Tourette's and ADHD from my neurologist, and it's documented on paperwork. So my thought was, let me reach out to my psychiatrist, let me go ahead and give them my paperwork. That way, they can have my diagnosis in the computer. Here I am thinking that's the smartest thing to do, because obviously my neurologist hasn't reached out to my psychiatrist's office. Had they, my psychiatrist would have already had everything ready, and she would have called me. So that's what I'm cracking it up to. Anyways, basically, I go ahead, I contact the office, I say, hey, listen, I just want to bring you guys the paperwork, because it's my diagnosis, and I just want to let the doctor know what I'm taking, so that she knows what I'm taking and she can monitor it. And they were like, we can't do that. That's confidential paperwork. What we need you to do is to make an appointment and come to our office and have a first time face-to-face. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. No problem. And I can update her on my medication. So, sorry, here comes the day of my appointment. So I get to the office, I'm there with my husband, and my tics are going off really bad. I had a very, very active day of tics and tic attacks that were happening throughout the day sporadically, and it was just really active yesterday. So for the most part, it was just a lot of tics going off, and I just couldn't control any of them. So I get to the office, of course my tics are going off, and I'm having screaming tics, so some of them are like, woo, woo, yeah, and I can't control it coming out. So it's much louder than what I'm doing it right now, I promise you. But so she calls me and she's like, hey, come on in, Jeanette, come on into the office. I go in, and I'm with my husband, and he's helping me to go in, because once again, I need help at this point. When my tics are so active and I'm outside, they're just all over the place and they're very uncontrollable. So I went ahead and I went in with my husband. I had like a little bag filled with all my medical records, and I had my paperwork with my diagnosis in my other hand ready to give to her, along with my jar of pills so she could see it. As soon as we go to sit down, she's looking and she's like shuffling around looking for stuff. She's like, hi, well, the first thing that she kind of she was like looking around for something. I wasn't too sure. I guess she found a pen or whatever. And then she was like, okay, so, hi, how are you? How can I help you? And I was just like, hi, I'm here to go ahead and go over my medication and bring you my documents for, for my diagnosis. And of course, it wasn't coming out like that. My tics were acting up, so my voices were changing, going into high pitches and low pitches. Wows were coming out, and it was really difficult to try to explain to her what I was trying to say. But figuring, because she's a professional, especially in a place where they handle people with mental problems and also neurological disorders, I figured this woman would understand and be okay with it. I'm trying to talk to her, and the next thing I know, she's saying, "Oh, no. I never evaluated you. I need to evaluate you. It's too late. Why did you come in so late? Why did you make an appointment so late?" Like, she started coming down on me so fast, so quick. And her voice went from okay to progressively getting irritated, annoyed, louder and louder. And at one point, she was yelling at me and shouting at me. And all I know is that she was completely forgetting the fact that we even had a Zoom meeting with each other that we did intake already. She completely forgot that she did intake with me. She completely forgot that she even spoke to me months ago. She completely forgot that she had notations in her computer written down in regards to the actual conversations that we had with each other. Like, mind blowing, dude. I couldn't believe it. This lady was like, "I need to call somebody. Hold on, this isn't correct." She gets on her phone, and I'm like, "No, I'm trying to explain to you. Did you go to the hospital?" "Yes, I went to the hospital. Here's all my paperwork." Shush, be quiet. I'm on the phone. When I tell you, my Tourette's went off on that fucking lady so goddamn quick, okay? Holy shit, it's starting to happen again because I'm literally reliving it. She was so fucking nasty. It was horrible. My first thing that I said was, "You fucking bitch, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, what are you talking about, fuck you, you bitch." And my hand was slamming. My hand was slamming on her fucking table, and I was like, "What the fuck? Fuck you, bitch. What are you talking about?" She was, whoa. She was so fucking rude. She was so nasty. She was so goddamn mean. And then it was like, whoa. Her eyes opened up when I started fucking, wow. When my tics started going off, and what a cunt. She was such a fucking bitch. She actually started telling me, "Shut up. What are you saying? Calm down. You need to stop being like that." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This is my psychiatrist?" Dude, at one point, I was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to." But they were still coming out so fucking bad. And she was being such a fucking cunt. And and she was being so goddamn mean and rude to me. And and even my husband was like surprised. He was like, "Dude, but I know we've spoken to each other in Zoom." The next thing that happened was fucking hilarious. This bitch goes, I'm sorry. The lady goes over and she literally tells the office staff, "I've never seen this girl before. I've never had a Zoom meeting with her. I've never done intake for her. You guys are messing up. Who's booking her at this late hour? And she's a new customer, like a new patient, blah, 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 blah." And I was just like watching as her office staff were literally telling her, "We have notations in the computer saying that you saw her. So what are you talking about, doctor? You're not correct. Please." And the next thing that I know is that sorry, she's getting pulled away into an office by somebody. I didn't even get to see who it was. And they were like, "Hey, we need to talk to you real quick. So-and-so needs to see you real quick. Just come real quick." They left us in the office. My husband was like snatching up all my paperwork. "Put this shit away. Let's go. Don't forget your pill bottle. Don't leave nothing behind. We're leaving. We're not staying around for this shit." He goes, "Are you fucking kidding me? This is professional. This is a doctor's office. What the fuck, man? If you would have came home telling me this shit, I wouldn't have fucking believed you." He goes, "This is fucking ridiculous." It was a shit show, I tell you. A fucking shit show when I say that this lady acted like a fucking 3-ring circus, like a goddamn fucking mental case, and I'm supposed to be the one who's mental. What the fuck? I'm like, It was insane. She yelled at me, at my husband. She yelled at the office staff. She completely denied the fact that she even did intake for me. She completely denied the fact that she even met me. And in the middle of it all, oh, you're complicated. You're a complicated case. I can't deal with you. You know, I just want to go home already. I should have been gone by this time already. I was like, what the fuck? All this is spewing out of her mouth, while she's like trying to figure out if I was supposed to be seen or if I wasn't supposed to be seen. I mean, she was calling I don't know who, cutting me off, telling me to shut up, telling me to be quiet, shushing me every 5 seconds. Like, of course my fucking Tourette's is gonna go off on this fucking crazy ass lady. At one point, my fucking decent self wanted to say, hey, are you okay? Are you? I don't know. You look fucked up right now. You look really stressed. And I don't think you need to be in a fucking place where you're dealing with mental fucking cases. Okay? So, woo! You should just fuck off into outer space where you can go and fucking do no fucking place. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell that was. Listen, I'm so fucking pissed off at what happened because I was so mistreated. I mean, like, mistreated in the worst freaking way possible. Hold on one second. Yeah, so basically, you know, that's what I was dealing with. But no, that's not the end of the freaking story. So after she goes and gets pulled aside by who I'm guessing was probably like a manager or something in the office at that time, because it was already late and it was, you know, getting ready for everybody to leave anyways, because she literally carried on this shit for fucking ever. Anyways, wow, she comes out of that office like a completely different person, talking about, oh, hi, okay, well, don't worry about it. Come on, everybody, I'm ready, come on, with a smile and shit, a nice, light, soft voice. Come on, everybody, I'm ready. Come on, you could come back inside now. Are you fucking shitting me? Me and my husband were already outside the office. We were just waiting to get our paperwork. Because I told him, I was like, I am here for one reason only. For you guys to scan my documentation from my medical doctor saying my diagnosis. Okay? That's the only reason why I wanted to come here to begin with. Not for any other reason. Can you please scan my paperwork? And when you guys give me my paper in my hand, I will be more than happy to leave. Because I don't want to stay around here for this shit. That lady, as soon as she said, oh, come on in. Oh, it's okay. Come on. You can come back into the room. My husband goes, no, it's okay. And then she goes, are you coming or not? With a fucking attitude. Can you believe this goddamn bitch? Oh, no! I'm sorry. I was like, what the fuck, man? Are you serious? Like, what the hell? The rest of her staff, her whole fucking office staff, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're right. You should never be treated like this. I'm so sorry. Like, they had the most sincerest, softest mannerism about them. Nothing like the way this fucking psychiatrist was any which way with me. She was short-tempered. She treated me like a child. She reprimanded me. She verbally yelled at me and reprimanded her office staff, myself, and yelled at them. She called us both liars. Myself a liar. She called her office staff a liar. And they literally had to pull her ass to the side, fucking open up the computer, show her stupid ass, all her fucking notations, show her what the fuck she wrote, that she already had met me. By this point, she wasted so much goddamn time. It was already the fucking end of the day anyways. I was like, you know what? You want to go home? Go home. Go home. Because I don't fucking need this shit. I don't need to be treated like a fucking mental case by a mental case. Fuck you. Go home. I don't want your shit. I don't have to pay for somebody to fucking mistreat me. Okay? I've lived my whole life being treated like fucking garbage. People reprimanding me, yelling me, telling me to shut the fuck up, telling me to shush, okay? Letting me know that I'm not fucking normal. I didn't go to a goddamn psychiatrist's office to fucking be treated like a fucking mental case from a fucking lady who's acting like a goddamn mental case. If you can't keep your shit together around fucking people who have mental and neurological problems, you should not be working in that fucking field. Period. Don't fucking work there. Don't go there. Don't work there. Don't work with people like that. Okay? Because if you're fucking bouncing off the goddamn walls because your last patient got in 2 minutes later after the fact of the appointment, you can't fucking remember your goddamn patient. Don't you think for your patient lineup, you should have all of the charts ready? You should review the fucking charts the night before to make sure that you're prepared for the next fucking day? That's what a real fucking psychiatrist should be doing. Not whatever the fuck this lady was doing. I swear to God to you when I tell you, I had to contact her manager this morning. I had to tell them, listen, the only reason that I'm not getting completely rid of this whole fucking company is because the psychologist who calls me once a week for only 1 fucking hour a day, okay, out of the whole goddamn week, it is the fucking best time that I ever have, because it's the only moment that I actually get to express myself, speak to somebody, and they just sit there and listen to me. And what the response is back is just encouraging, loving, kindness, and courtesy. Okay? Not whatever the fuck that bitch did for me, because all she did was aggravate the shit out of me, make me more fucking frustrated, and made my Tourette's come out 20 times worse than what they ever would have had I been speaking to somebody who's a lot more fucking calm. I tell you, when the manager, after speaking to me, said, I wish I could hire you and have office staff who would be with that type of level-headedness. Guess what, everybody? I have a medical degree as a medical assistant. I have worked in psychology, in psychiatry, okay? I have worked in a psychiatrist's office. I have dealt with patients who screamed in my fucking ear telling me, I'm gonna fucking kill myself and slice my goddamn throat if you fucking hang up on me or if you even put me on hold. When I tell you that dealing with people like that, okay, you have to have a very mild-mannered temperism. You cannot be, oh really? Click! Hold! Click! You cannot be like that with people like that, because you will fucking cause somebody to have a goddamn mental break. And guess what? You will cause them to fucking commit suicide. Just by being a fucking dick. Okay? Sorry, my light just got a little bit brighter from being charged. But, I mean, I dealt with this. I literally dealt with patients who are very sensitive to things, sensitive to the way that you feel, how you're responding to them, body chemistry, like things like that. No reason to treat me in such a manner, okay? If you're in a professional field, you should act like a professional. That means keep hush tone. If you lose your shit, get the fuck up, excuse yourself kindly and politely, and walk away and speak to the office staff in a quiet tone away from everybody else. That's called being a professional. What that bitch did, okay, was everything but professionalism. I pray for everybody out there to never, ever, ever fucking have to experience a nasty ass tempered person like that ever in their life. Because I promise to you, okay, the mistreatment, the unkindness that I get welcomed with at fucking facilities, healthcare centers, even in my own home, family members, I don't wish that shit on anybody at all, okay? Not one fucking person. Because nobody should ever be treated with such unkindness, such uncompassionate, to the point where you feel devalued as a fucking person. You feel less than a human being because they just don't know how to fucking treat you. Like, would you treat your mother that way? Would you treat your children that way? Would you fucking treat yourself that fucking way? Like, are you okay with yelling at yourself? Are you okay with putting yourself down? Because that's what the fuck that lady did to me. And I don't wish that shit on anybody. Okay? It's been a rough ass road, and I don't need to spend my adult life fucking being treated like a goddamn child. Okay? That person can go fuck themselves really hard. Okay? Because I shouldn't be treated like that, and nobody else should be treated like that. And when I tell you, okay, that I have worked very hard to learn how to control my temperament. Years of trying to learn that shit. Trying to understand myself on my own with no psychologist, no psychiatrist, no mental health, no neurologist, nobody fucking being by my side to fucking coach me and tell me how to fucking be a human being. I think I'm doing pretty fucking well considering that I have all these roadblocks in front of me and I don't treat one person with that fucking even crisp about that fucking way that that person was treating me. I wish that on nobody. I really do. I wish that on no one. Because that shit was horrible. Okay? Fucking horrible. I will be fucking signing a grievance form against her. Because nobody else should have to fucking deal with somebody, treating them that fucking way, and you're already dealing with more than enough on your brain, okay? So, I'm sorry. This is like me venting, getting a whole lot of fucking feelings out there, and just, it's like flooding my head. It's giving me a headache. It's so bad. I hate being treated terribly by people. And I always get treated terribly by people, you know? And then when I rarely get that really nice person, like, I give them so much praise for treating me kindly. Like, that should be the stigma. That should be the pinnacle of where the fuck everybody should be. Respect here, right here, where respect is supposed to be. This is the way everybody should be treated. Not down here like a piece of shit, stepping on him and fucking cleaning your feet like they're a goddamn carpet. Human beings are not fucking carpets for you to wipe your dirty shit on. I'm so frustrated that I even had to deal with somebody like that. Thankfully, her manager was more than happy to give me her personal number and tell me if there was anything I needed that I can contact her. You know, and I'm just praying that she hooks me up with a really good doctor. She says this person has a PhD behind their name. They're certified, and they're the sweetest person in the office. So I'm hoping that with all that everything, you know, will turn out well, and I could finally see a psychiatrist who is actually willing to listen to me and has the patience to deal with somebody who has my disorder. Because, you know, I thought all psychiatrists dealt with people who had, you know, emotional, you know, state problems, and apparently not all of them do, you know. And I understand more than anybody when somebody gets stressed out, but I also understand that I don't take my shit to work, and I don't put my fucking problems on anybody else. It doesn't matter how bad my day is going, okay? I shove that shit real down deep, okay? And I deal with it when I'm off the fucking clock. But while I'm getting paid to listen to you, to be there for you, and to do a fucking service for you, I'm not gonna go ahead and dump and unload my whole fucking issues and the way that I'm feeling onto you. You don't deserve that. Nobody deserves that, okay? So that's it. That's my fucking story time. It was a fucking shit show. It was a goddamn shit show. And even my husband, hi baby.
Hello, how you doing?
You know, he saw it for himself. ¿Verdad, mi amor?
Oh yeah. I was like, why do we need to deal with this? Are we paying her?
Yeah. We're going there and paying you for a service, and I'm getting yelled at. From the moment I get and sit down, I'm getting yelled at. I'm glad my husband was there, because had he not been there, I don't know what would have happened. I really don't, because I have a nasty, mean streak about me that when I get so infuriated and enraged, everything goes blank. Everything turns red, and I can't remember anything except that I'm apologizing thereafter. So I pray to God, and I thank the Lord Jesus that my husband was with me yesterday, because he knew that I needed to have somebody there. I was having a really active tic day. My Tourette's was overactive yesterday, and it was something, you know, I needed somebody to be by my side, and he was there for me. But even he was just completely dumbfounded about it. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. And he was like, people treat you like this? And it's like, yeah. Healthcare, physicians, facilities, people, personnel that are getting paid to be your healthcare provider and to help you. That's how I'm getting treated. And if it wasn't for somebody witnessing it, it'd be like my word against yours. Horrible. Anyways, I hope, I don't know how this will help anybody, but, you know, it helped me vent a little bit. It got a lot of frustration out by just talking about it. So, I thank everybody for just listening. And I'm sorry if I cursed a lot. I will be putting warning labels on this video. Thanks for watching. And I hopefully have a better, you know, more positive video next time, or something funny or something. I don't know, but I just wish I had better stories than the shitty ones that keep happening to me, but I can only tell what's going on with me and the truth of what's happening. So this is just me documenting and trying to keep it fucking real, because woo, everybody keeps, just doing all this kinds of shit, and I don't know, I'm just tired. I'm so fucking tired, and I'm frustrated, and I'm just praying to God that I can get somewhere. And also a quick short story. I'm also seeing a GI, which is a gastroenterologist, and basically I have a surgery coming up where they're going to be doing an endoscopy, and they're going to be putting me to sleep. It's only a procedure that they're going to be doing. It's not like a surgery, but